What's up, everyone? My name is Nick. I am a third-year resident, if you don't know already. Thanks for coming and watching this video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Basically, today I wanted to talk to all med student subscribers and all those med students out there that come across this video. I just wanted to talk about what the hardest part of medical school was for me personally, and I think this is something that affects a lot of medical students out there. Now that I'm working as a resident, I'm seeing like the medical students around me. I think it affects them. I have personal family that has gone through medical school that I've seen this impact them significantly. So I just wanted to touch on this topic. I don't think it's talked about enough, and then we'll kind of go from there. The hardest part of medical school for me, and what I've experienced like other people in my life have gone through, is isolation. In order to get through medical school, for a lot of us, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of studying. It takes a lot of focus, and in order to do that requires kind of like going away from everyone and isolating and studying, and this could be hours and hours a day. Over time, I think this has like a huge toll on the well-being of medical students out there. I know it really did for me. So I just wanted to talk about this video about where we might experience isolation, and like looking back, how would I have changed it? What would I have done differently to get through this? So when I was in med school, I'm a very extroverted person. I knew if I was around like a bunch of other people, then what's going to end up happening is I'm not going to study, I'm not going to pass my tests, and then I just had this whole cycle of this is what's going to happen. So I ended up isolating myself. One way I could have fixed this, if I go back, was when I started med school, I wasn't really sure it was the med school I was going to go to, so last minute I had to find an apartment, and I ended up finding a one-bedroom apartment, so no roommates, no one in my class, no roommates like that. So my first 2 years in the preclinical years, I was living by myself. This was in a new state, no family around, no community, and coming from a huge college with lots of friends, it was very hard. It was really hard for me. So I guess my tip to anyone out there that might be looking for a place to live while in med school, and they're deciding should I have roommates, should I not? If you're someone like me that isolation and loneliness can affect you, I would really recommend you get some roommates. Don't quote me if you have a bad roommate situation, but I think having someone to talk about your day and having someone to study with really would be beneficial, especially in the preclinical years. When choosing a med school, right? Try to choose one that you have community already around you. So maybe your family lives there, your friends live there. I think that would be really beneficial for your well-being, just having support in your environment. Yeah, it's nice to FaceTime people. If you have community where you can go somewhere for dinner with someone, and you already have friends in the area, it makes it, I think, so much easier. I know this because when I was in my third and fourth year of med school, I was able to do my rotations back at home, and it just made medical school to me feel so much easier because I had so much support and community, especially during the really hard times. I think another thing would be, for me, I studied a lot in my apartment, and it's super easy to do that, right? Because you can go to the bathroom in your apartment, you have access to all the coffee, you can make food when you want, you can walk around when you want, there's no one watching you, you can wear comfy clothes, and I think if I could go back, I would kind of push myself to maybe go to some coffee shops, some new places, just other environments to study, instead of just kind of being cooped up in the house. I think after a while that takes a big toll on you. Even if I have tests, if I could go back, I would really prioritize getting better sleep, so that I could go about and do things, and working out. I think going to a gym would definitely help with feeling less isolation. If I could go back, I think maybe joining a gym and finding a community within that gym would have been great. If you do go to church, I think joining a church is one of the best ways to beat isolation. They have a lot of youth groups and things like that. So for me, I did join a church. I did go to youth group events, and I think that was very, very helpful. Last but not least, I just want to emphasize that if you are in med school and you're feeling isolated and alone, reach out to someone that you know. Tell them about your experience, talk to someone, especially if you're feeling any effects of like depression or anxiety. I think it's not talked about enough, and I think med students go through so much. Crazy that you're learning like everything about the human body in like 2 years, and then you're crushing it in clinicals, and it's just like a lot over 4 years. So if any of you are like going through it and you're having some trouble, I really encourage you to like talk to someone, and hopefully this video helps you to realize that you're not alone in this process and that there's other people going through the same thing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really hope this was helpful. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. It's very helpful for me, and hopefully we can build this like awesome community.